On the four-cylinder car on the dashboard there's greasers, and I think there's half a dozen of them, and they lubricate various parts of the chassis which have to move, and that is the gear linkages to the gearbox, etc. And you would just tweak those by, say, a quarter of a turn with a screwdriver whilst you're going along, just occasionally every 10 or 15 miles or so, just to make sure there's plenty of grease on those parts that need to move. I love it. I think it's absolutely smashing. To think how people lived and how they behaved 100 years ago, and what a motor car really meant. There really weren't very many of them around, and they were unbelievably expensive.
At the turn of the century, Panhard have lost one of the two founders, Émile Levasseur. He had an accident during the second race, Paris-Marseille-Paris, and he died 6 months after because of injuries. A new creative man, Arthur Krebs, a military engineer, joined Panhard company and continued to create new features for a modern car. In 1934, they introduced a new styling in body with panoramic windscreen, two curved pieces of glass on both sides of the windscreen. It improved visibility and it gives its name to panoramic salutes. They continue to use this technology in the next pre-war model, the Dynamic.
I have this Dynamic because my aunt was the daughter of Hippolyte Panhard. And when she married, Hippolyte Panhard gives to her that car, not another one, that one. And a few or many years after, they sell the cars because no place, because new one, I don't know. And 2 or 3 years ago, when I am going for a trip with my husband, we found the car of my aunt. And when I go in that car, I said to my husband, we have to buy this car because it's not a car like that, it's the car of my aunt. If you look in the car, you can see a little plaque where it's written the name of my aunt. The Dynamic was a car who was d'avant-garde. It was aerodynamic. It was a very particular lines. It was extraordinary for the time. I don't know why the driving was in the middle. Always Panhard do something avant-garde. So they try, sometimes it was good, very often it was very good. But for the driving in the middle, no, for 3 years I think only, and after it was on the left. I never drive the car because it's too difficult. It's my husband who drives the car. Very often we go not far from here to see my aunt and my uncle because it was their first car. That car is very important for my aunt because she goes with her husband at honeymoon with that car. And she is very, very happy when she sees that car. It's something extraordinary to think that 100 years before there was no cars. René Panhard does the first car to be sold, and now there are millions and millions of cars all around the world. When I am in the car, it's very good. We are well. Like when I was a little girl, you are in the other world. It's extraordinary.
The Second World War changed everything in economical and social circumstances, and Panhard designers decided to develop new cars in a different direction for a new market.